what is your hustle?
My hustle is confidence building. What I do is I take the woman who had a child, the woman who's going through a divorce, the woman who lost herself in a marriage, the woman who lost herself in a job, the woman who lost the job, and what I do is bring that confidence back. My hustle is selling women the image that women are sexy and having confidence. Something they should already know, but my job is to bring it back.
What does hustler mean to you?
A hustler, sometimes it is seen as a negative term. It's sometimes seen in the cultural as doing something illegal to make things happen by any means necessary, or just a person who is not afraid of failure. And for me, it's all above. Like, why can't it be looked at as a person who gives their all? Why can't it not be looked at as a person who is about any means necessary? A person who have something to lose but everything to gain.
Like, what motivated you to build the Vixen Academy?
What motivated me to build Vixen Academy? Okay, so that could be looked at in so many different ways. One was the simple fact that I became a single mom, and I did not want to have to send I couldn't afford, not want to, I would love to send my kids to daycare. I couldn't afford to send my kids to daycare. So I needed to create myself a business where I could pay the bills and not have to worry about where my kids are going to be. So that was first and foremost. Secondly was, after I had my kids, I wasn't getting nobody gym. I couldn't afford nobody gym, and I did not like the traditional way of working out, but I did like to shake my ass. So what I did do was created a way that I could burn calories, get rid of that gut, become a MILF, and do it in a way that was fun and can be done by anybody, by a diverse group of women. So that's how I created Vixen Academy.
Okay, so what do you think is like the hardest lesson you have learned thus far on this journey?
The hardest lesson that I learned so far on this journey is just that hitting rock bottom does not mean that you're in a bad place, because as long as I remember that the rock is God and that you have to put a seed into the ground and it has to be watered and grow, hitting rock bottom is just hitting my foundation for me to grow, for me to be closer to God. And that a TV was not understood the concept of that it could be such a great device until years later. The internet was not received as being such a great thing until years later. The car and everything else that people need every day, I cannot expect that everyone else to see the vision when it's just a dream. That is the hardest part that I have to understand.
What keeps you going? What keeps that drive, that motivation for you to say, you know what, I gotta pick myself up and move on?
I've had many days where I've sat in this exact room crying until 3 o'clock in the morning. I've had times where I would just be here waiting for someone to show up and no one showed up, and then there'll be a moment where we're so packed and I have someone come to me at the end of it and told me they couldn't believe they did it, but they did it. To have someone say that, you know what, I'm going through X, Y, and Z disease, I'm going through this in my personal life, and you made me feel pretty again, you made me feel like a woman again. Those moments remind me that I'm doing this for a purpose. Those moments let me know that, yo, it's all worth it.
How do you handle adversities with being a brown-skinned girl and in business and self-doubt?
So, being a beautiful black-owned business like myself, I deal with a lot of adversity. First of all, I'm kind of close to Stafford, Sugar Land area. Our marketing on some of the platforms does not show that we are black-owned, even though I just be minding my black-owned business. When people come in here, I just give them me. You know, I talk to everyone the same. I don't alter the way I talk. I slap everybody on the ass. Everyone gets the same treatment as if they're my girlfriend. That when they walk away, they are appreciative that I didn't alter the way that I communicated with them. They're appreciative that no matter what size, what they look like, skinny, old, white, black, Puerto Rican, Mexican, or Asian, that I speak to everybody the same way. And when I'm teaching the twerk class, everybody got an ass in my eyes, square box around. So because of that, they're appreciative of it because I see their inner Vixen. I don't see what they see when they look in the mirror.
Are some mistakes in the beginning like that you wish that you could have avoided with building Vixen Academy?
I made so many mistakes at the beginning of building Vixen Academy. I met this young lady who was supposed to help me with marketing, and next thing I know, she loved the idea and she was my business partner, and that was not planned, not really asked for, but everything was moving so fast that I did not even think about it. I was in a position that I didn't want to be, and it happened to me twice. Get a non-compete. No matter what business you're in, get a non-compete. That would like save you so much headache because people bite off of other people's ideas. People will steal other people's energy. Get you a non-compete, and it's a prenup in the business world. That's all I could say. And with my clients, I have to put a non-compete at the bottom of the waiver because people will take one class just so they could turn around and have a Vixen Academy on the other side of town. Like, you just have to be careful because people are leeches. People don't have good intentions, and there are definitely a lot of wolf in sheep clothing in the business world. So I'm just too trusting. I'm a Pisces. I'm too trusting, and that caused me a lot of pain. But thankfully, I'm covered mentally and spiritually that it don't last always.
What's your approach with marketing and just staying on top of the latest trends? Because with technology,
marketing is so hard for me because it is not my niche. I honestly hate being on social media. I don't like to have to post all the time. So I just recently came across this app that will automatically post for me. So I'll be having people in my DM like, you're not responding to my text message and you're on Instagram. I'm actually not. It was actually auto post from 3 weeks ago. So that really helps. Hashtags are gold. Don't overuse them, don't abuse them, but it's just really hard to stay current and together with the whole social media world because let me tell you, guerrilla marketing was it. Like being able to just go out and trying to get people to understand and feel my vision through a computer is really hard. People have small attention spans, but I read somewhere that you can still do that. Just don't ignore those in your DM. Respond to every comment. Just be personable. That's my approach with it, is make them feel like they know me.
Yeah. And that's what a lot of people don't understand because social media, it's social. Mm-hmm. You have to be social in order to make it.
I'm the weirdest introvert you got.
Some advice you would give someone that was just starting out or wanted to or thinking about starting a business?
Research. There is so many people who are, YouTube is your friend. Okay, YouTube is your library. It is your lawyer. It is your counselor. It's your mentor. YouTube is a lot of people who take the time to make videos and share their knowledge. Share the time that they spent reading books, and they done took all that and they done summed it into a few minutes to an hour video. Take that time. I'm up to 3 o'clock in the morning every day watching a YouTube video, and it helps you cut corners. It helps you to not make as many mistakes because mistakes cost money. Get a vision board. I have a big ass whiteboard in my bedroom that covers up like half of the wall, and I'm constantly jotting stuff down. I'm old school. I like to write stuff out because it just brings things to life. It makes it real for you. And don't share what you plan on doing or your goals. And I have to tell myself this often. Don't just be so quick to share it because when you fail, it just doesn't look good. You can lose customers' trust. You know, like if you plan on opening up a clothing store and be like, yeah, we're gonna be open on the 15th, and all you did was wake up and think about opening a clothing store, that's not gonna be good, because on the 15th, people are gonna be expected from you. And when you don't show up on the 15th, you done lost your customers already before you even started. So keep something in. Everything ain't gotta be shared with everybody.
What's upcoming, like, for the Vixen Academy?
Alright, so I just said don't do this, but I'm gonna do it. So just a little backstory about me. I also come from domestic violence. I'm a domestic violence survivor, and that kind of also gave me the mindset of Vixen Academy. And the crazy thing about social media is sometimes you share stuff and you just move on throughout life and you completely forget about it. So almost about a few weeks ago, something popped up and it was a picture of a girl on a pole, and I said I'm working because I'm gonna open my studio, and that was like 3 years ago. About 4 or 5 years ago. Completely forgot about it, didn't think nothing about it. So when it popped up and I'm sitting in my studio, I was like, that is so funny. Look at God. Like, I spoke it into existence and I walked away from it, and it still came to fruition. So be careful what you put out there. But I am going to be starting something that is called, I'm not for sure of the name of it yet, y'all, but a confidence journey. So what we want to do is, after people get out of domestic violence relationships, they survived, but they lost their confidence. They lost their feeling wanted. They lost their feeling beautiful. They lost all these things. So what we're gonna do is try to get with other women who are survivors, keynote speakers, and motivational speakers, and do like either a workshop or a retreat where we are going to strip away your insecurities, and we're going to step into confidence. And we're going to be working with a few shelters, different women with different organizations that are just trying to help everyone get their confidence back. By 2021, I'm going to have everybody walking around here with their nose in the air, because we just going to be fabulous. Like, why feel insecure in the body that God gave you? Big, small, or whatever, we're going to make you feel great. And what I have noticed is, a woman is capable of feeling sexy, and once she feels sexy, like I done seen some ooglies, some big old ooglies out here that walk with so much confidence. You be like, okay, bitch, like or you see a girl with a guy and be like, now how the hell she get him? It's because she is very secure of herself in the bedroom. She's very secure of herself in public. We need you to have that type of confidence, and we're gonna be bringing that to you soon. That's what we got coming up. I'm excited.